Jump out, don't. How? Don't. It's time for Montez. Don't. Montez at midday. Don't. Hey! Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. Montez at midday. Yes. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? We have what is called Make It Happen Monday. It is also time for new sponsor alert. You file the unlimited way. That's it for you right there. Unlimited taxes and more. 844-563-1040. You file the unlimited way. 844-563-1040. Or you can text the word cash now to 21000. Located at 709 North Euclid. How's everybody doing today? What up, good folk? Good people? Everybody all right? Is everybody okay? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hello. All right, we got people here. All right. How we doing, good folk? Everyone have a great weekend. Did you survive Friday 13th? That go for you, huh? Let that go for you. The weather is okay. What I like to call liquid sunshine, by the way. Liquid sunshine is the word I'm looking for 200. Liquid sunshine. But other than that, boys and girls and children of all ages, how are we doing? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your mama doing? Everybody doing all right up in there. Everybody's doing A-okay, by the way. Hope to put that out there for the good folks and everybody that's tuning in and listening to the show. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a page. We also have a page for our podcast on Facebook, Who's to Blame the Podcast. Also on Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, YouTube Dre Montez as well. And you can listen to the latest episode of our podcast, Who's to Blame, episode 507 is up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast up. But we are on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, as well as Apple. So we're all out there for you. Just type in Who's to Blame and it'll get you right there and get you caught up to the moment. Again, it is what I like to call Make It Happen Monday. High fives around the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to hug it on out. Sometimes you got to get in there for that hug out for sure. And that chest bump. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Shout out to the Bulldog himself, Sumner Bulldog, that is. My man, Albert Thomas. Happy birthday to you, player. If you're celebrating an anniversary, whether it was today, over the weekend, happy anniversary to you. Whether it be in work or relationship, or maybe your car, or maybe where you live at. You know, you've had a car for like 6 years with no problem, and you're happy about it. If that's the case, happy anniversary to you and your vehicle. If you just had a phenomenal weekend where everything just seemed to go right, you dotted your I's and crossed your T's, we're proud of you. Told you could do it. We got to believe in one another. That's what we got to do. We got to believe in one another. We have to uplift each other, be there for each other in that time of need. You know what I'm saying? I think it goes hand in hand on today, that being MLK Day. So happy MLK Day. I know it's Monday, but let's do a memory rewind when we were in school. Talking about people 45 and up. MLK in the Midwest region, how it was celebrated, all the programs when you were in school. I see them posting programs now, letting you know what's going on, but I see more things catered to the adult world, which it should be. I don't know. I don't have a little baby son of a bitch in the school system. I'm wondering, do the schools in the St. Louis area still have the MLK celebration? Now, back in the day, we used to go to Kiel Auditorium. They would try to bring the county schools, the magnet schools, the private schools, and the city schools together and have a celebration to commemorate the life of Martin Luther King. I know they don't do that anymore, but I'm wondering, what do they do now to bring the schools together, the programs together, the people together at this time? That's all I'm wondering about right now. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hey, what's up, Mickey? How you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great weekend for sure. There you go. Hope you had a great weekend. Already in the building. Already in the building. High fives going out for sure. But like I said, there are quite a few programs they put out there that are going on. I saw a few this morning throughout Twitter feed and the local news stations here on programs that are going throughout St. Louis and the Illinois region. But again, happy MLK Day to you. And how do you celebrate MLK Day? How do you celebrate as an adult? What do you do for MLK Day? Don't say, well, I got the day off and that's it. No, what are you actually doing for MLK Day? Do you go anywhere? Do you do less around the house? You do more with your kids? Is it more of a reading, documentary times, getting caught up on the history, find out things you didn't know about MLK or doing the movement at that time? What do you do? They used to put this amazing program on called Eye of the Prize, and we actually watched that in school back in the 80s. But PBS airs it as well, too. If you've never seen Eyes on the Prize, it's a very well done documentary about the civil rights movement, and it's on PBS. They do a great job on it. They really do. They do a really good job on it for sure. Again, new sponsor alert. You can read the bottom of the screen and check them out today. Hey, get your taxes done today. Get them taxes done the right way. Again, you can text the word cash now to 21000 or stop by the office at 709 North Euclid. Or give them a call at 844-563-1040. New sponsor alert. I'm already excited about what happened over the weekend. But then you factor in on Monday, I get to tell you we got a new sponsor. And it's Martin Luther King Day. Come on now. Talk to me. Because I know that after this weekend in football, I have to ask an important question. Is everybody okay? You guys all right? Is everybody okay in what transpired this weekend in the NFL? It didn't let me down. There was no disappointment. The weather was fine. All games, the matchups, everything was beautiful. Even the fan bases were acting right. But the most important part is the fan of these teams that played, fan of these teams that lost. And as people who outside want to analyze the game, boy, that was fun, wasn't it? And I played nice this weekend. I didn't tweet any negative things out, any optimism. I observed football this weekend. And speaking of it being MLK Day, today in Boston, they unveiled that new sculpture that was created by Hank Willis Thomas. Hank Willis Thomas is the sculptor. He beat out 125 other applicants. Incredible story. Thousands of people were involved in the creation of this sculpture. But I listened to the interview he did this morning on ABC News Worldwide. And of course, how did this idea come about? He discussed that, the process. Why not put heads into the photo? Why not just the arms? And how are you dealing with the backlash of the negative comments that are coming in? That some people think it's a little bit obscene from different angles of it. He said something very cool. He said, you saw that on the internet, right? She said, yes. He said, people can say what they want to say when they see a photo on the internet. You see anything you want. It's like that whole art class you took on the different styles of painting. Everybody sees something totally different. So I get what he's saying, but when you see it in person, it's a different visualization. I haven't seen it in person, but I get what he's saying because they had the little footage to do the 360 above it with a drone. But I get what he's saying because we all saw the obscene versions of the MLK statue with Mr. and Mrs. Martin Luther King to commemorate when they met when he was going to Boston University. And I like the way he handled it. I really do. I really do like the way he had it. Again, his name is Hank Willis Thomas. He's contributed he's the sculptor of the new Martin Luther King sculpture in Boston, Mass. So check that out. Question, you've seen it all over the internet this week, and I know last week especially. And prayers go out to Georgia football team. Just a horrific an event that happened for them over the weekend and their fan base as well. And I'm hearing more and more about the speech that Kirby Smart gave to the team before the game. If it wasn't, it has to be bleeped out, but I love those motivational speeches that are not attacking your character or your opponent's character. It's more and more making you dive deep into who you can become. We've seen glimpses of your performance and what you can do. What does it take to push you there? So that's the thing when people say, I need you to find that athlete I know that's inside you. And a lot of people don't know what it takes to become that person. Sometimes you have to trigger a painful memory, which in more cases than one, that's where it goes to. They have to get to a certain level of intensity that's controlled. And not all athletes can control that. We're going to take a short break right here and have a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Get your scrub on. Go to mountainmanscrub.com today. Be right back. Smoke them if you got them. Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. mountainmanscrub.com. Get your scrub on. All right. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back, and welcome on back to the show. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and this is St. Louis Organics Presents Montez at Midday. It is holiday time, meaning lots of people are off in observance of Martin Luther King's birthday today. So I posed the question, what are you doing today? Are you doing anything to celebrate and commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King? What are you doing today? Let us know. Let the people know. We'll share what you're doing. If you're just chilling, just listen to the show, that's cool too. But no matter what, enjoy your day off. How was the weekend for everyone? Did everyone have a good weekend? How did your sports team do this weekend? Oh, that is an imposing question. Before we get into that, I posted a photo on my Facebook page over the weekend. 2 pictures of an ESPN Sports Center analyst from Saturday morning. All I put in the caption was Sports Center and 2 exclamation points. I didn't say anything else after that. No wink, wink, no heart, no nothing. All I did was post a photo. And my goodness, I can't believe how far the comments went on this photo. There was no intentions of anything. None at all. I wasn't saying it was a hot or why is she wearing it. I just posted a photo. And if you follow me, I do that quite often. I just post a photo. I just want to post a photo. But the people that had comments to say, I was like, the conversation from that photo, I can't believe it went there. If you don't believe me, go on to Dre Montez Facebook page, and you'll see a photo on there, 2 identical photos from Saturday morning Sports Center. I didn't say a word. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. I didn't wink at it. I didn't even share it to my podcast page. I just put it on my page. Men and women made comments about this photo. So I see now what people talk about, like, wow, I didn't see that coming from that photo. If you think it was a high five moment, that's what you got out of it. If you thought I was trying to lowbrow the situation, that's what you got out of it. If you thought I was being sexist, that's what you got out of it. I just posted a photo. Now, when I'm being sexy and nasty and raunchy, trust me, you will know. I don't throw shade photos. I don't do shit like that. I just took a picture. Like the young lady that interviewed Dak Prescott on ESPN. Did you see the shoes she had on? She brought it to the game. She brought the shoe action to the game. All right, here we go. Before we get into this football talk, let's get through our 7 affirmations of the day and through the week to guide us through the moment, okay? We're going to let it go. We're going to ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. I think I laughed more this weekend than quite some time. When you get around the right people, it's the beginning of the year. They're older. Work has been going on for a good full week for everybody, but they still need to unwind and recapture the end of the year and their first week back at work. And I tell you what, I enjoyed the conversations and the stories and the knee-slapping comedy that we've all shared over the weekend, but that was a lot of fun. I don't think it was any more fun than what we saw in football. Everybody talks about what they like about football. They like going to the games. They appreciate when playoff football happens. Some only like the Super Bowl. Some only like going to the games. And some people just don't like football at all. Hey, teach his own. Teach his own. I don't understand why vegans try to pull you in that crowd, but they do it. They do it. You need to live the vegan lifestyle. Get healthy. I've been knowing you for 40 damn years. You're only 42. So how long you been a vegan? Okay. All right, here we go. That first game up, Seattle and the 49ers. Geno Smith, you have nothing to be upset about on the season that you had with Seattle. Nothing at all. Seahawk fans, hey, nothing at all. The only thing I saw in that game was the very first drive. It was 3rd and 2. They got the momentum. They're running. They're throwing the ball. They got the Niners looking confused. That play call that came in shifted the whole game. Shifted the whole game to me. Once you take the momentum away from a team, when you're playing competitive sports and you know you have taken that team's ego, you have taken away the momentum, when you know that, dominate time. And that's what the 49ers did. But I want to talk about Mr. Irrelevant. Let me get this straight. He was the last pick in the NFL draft last year. Mr. Irrelevant normally does not make it on an NFL roster. They may do a couple of practice squads, fizzle out to Arena Football League or maybe the XFL or USFL. Don't know. Become an enterprise car rental sales agent. It doesn't lead to football. When Mr. Irrelevant is drafted in the NFL draft, it's a hidden joke. They make a contest out of it. But this guy said, oh, no. I went to college for 4 years. I paid attention. I raised my hand when I had questions. And when I didn't really understand it, I raised my hand to stand up and speak out about it. That's who Purdy is. The throws he was making either is telling you the 49ers know how to coach up, or this kid brought something to the table, and they just had to add a little bit of seasoning, which is the NFL playbook. But the throws he was making, this young man made 3 throws in the third quarter. I say a 10-year vet in the league couldn't have made this year. I'm talking throwing the ball where only the receiver can make a play on the ball, but the defender cannot get it. Talk to me. Mr. Irrelevant did that. I'm watching this game in awe and in shock and like, damn. Not with the volume up. The volume is down. I want to see this my damn self. And what I saw, you're relevant now, sir. I can't call you Mr. Irrelevant no more. You're relevant now. You're a relevant part of the game. And you have now affected some decisions that some NFL teams are going to have to make that are a little short on the depth chart when it comes to the quarterback position. That's why I see what you've done, which is not a bad thing. You have now moved the needle in the conversation of late round quarterbacks and the expectations on their performance. Talk to me. It's getting the wheels spinning in owners that care. I said owners that care in the NFL, not just owners. Owners that care. But the way the 49ers played that game, their skill set, EMAC, Debo, that defense, and Purdy's skill set, what he's bringing to the table, something to Bulldog Walt. I think you got a beast there, buddy. I think San Fran is working with something here. San Fran looked damn good in that game on Saturday. Shout out to my buddy. I do the college football game show with Ray. Ray is a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Our last college football show. Ray said, I got my tickets already for the playoff. Talk to me. Already in his guard. Ready. Told me the hidden intangibles of the game. I don't think that included throwing 4 picks in the first half. But when you have a quarterback that used to play quarterback, that was challenged by a coach early in his career in Cleveland about the skill set of an NFL quarterback, well, Doug Peterson never forgot that. He helped, I believe, in Nick Foles. He helped out Carson Wentz at getting over the humps of a quarterback that does not have the belief system. Fast forward to Mr. Trevor Lawrence. When Urban I am not Meyer went in there and shattered their kids' enthusiasm, belief system, and almost the love of football. Here come old Uncle Doug, visor and all. I got you, kid. I've been there where you at. Let me tell you how to get over this. Boom. 4 picks. Gave him that hug talk. With the defense we have, if you go out here and do this in the second half, I guarantee you give us a chance. See, that's coaching football right there. Now, on the other side of the ball, you got the Chargers. Who's to blame? The head coach, the offensive coordinator, and I got to throw Mr. Justin Herbert in there. I have to. I can't get over your age no more. I can't get over the fact how good you are, but people want to still use the fact, well, he hasn't been in the league that long. Make up your mind now. Make up your mind now. Come on. Make up your mind. I'm blaming all 3 of them. When they had that lead, you can go back and watch the game today on NFL Network. Look how fast they were calling the plays. Did anybody learn anything from when Terrific Tom beat the Falcons about clock management? Did anybody? I'm saying to myself, it feel like you're playing a 12-year-old on Madden. They call plays so damn fast. So fast. They throw the ball before anything. Can't even get out of the route yet. Run the ball. Clock management. These are some very key points in all the games this weekend. Play calling was a factor. Free recess, I'm going to tell you what that means. The run game and clock management. Where was it? They tell us all these things we have to do or you have to do to play professional sports where you got to do this and you got to do that. What the fuck you got to do to be a coach? Crickets. Exactly. We got to do all this to play on the field. But to get us the plays in a timely manner, what do you guys have to do that? Prove it. I didn't see any of that this weekend. Not across the board. The play calling was atrocious in the first half of Seattle. You got to give them a chance, coach. The Chargers, clock management. Just, I'm with Stephen A. I would not allow the coach on the plane ride home either. You get home the best way you can. Matter of fact, use them play calls to get home. Who calls plays that fast? We know once you lose, you go home. There is no next week if you lose. This is not a double elimination situation. But the Chargers, that's what you get. And I like the fact that Trevor Lawrence with the Waffle House in Jacksonville. I had a boy. Greatest American restaurant there is in this country. Waffle House. Best food and best women. Dare me. Next up, Miami at the Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. All the crowd was into it. Bills Mafia pregame was on national TV. How do you put a complete NFL uniform on as a fan? That is dedication. Dude had the whole damn uniform on. Like he is playing in the game. He was ready. That is a fan. That is taking it to, see, that's what I'm talking about. When you ready in case coach needs you, go. We know it only happened in Disney movies and made for television where a fan can get the actual opportunity to play for a professional team. I get it. It's okay. Miami in their quarterback. 7th round pick. Dad in the stands. Raised him on his own. Got you, boy. We're going to get to this together, okay? Me and you. Got you, Paul. Your son's in NFL playing in a playoff game for the Miami Football Dolphins. You didn't know that, the way he played against the Bills. So the Bills defense, since Von Miller, the defense is not intimidating. I'm going to say it one more time. Since Von Miller, that defense is not intimidating. You need a dog on defense, and they don't have one. They need somebody to show up and show out. Maybe they need to go watch some old 90s Bills defense, but it was more about the offense. We know Bruce was there. When the fight happened, the momentum shifted. It was 17-3, and then the pushing and shoving with Josh Allen, the alien, got into it with the lineman. Teammate came to protect him, scuffle. Here come Miami. Here they come. Josh, the term I used, free recess, I heard that from Mark Trellett this morning. That's when Josh does things that nobody can understand he's doing. For instance, throwing across his body, throwing the ball to the middle of the field where there's only one shirt of his color, a teammate, and there are 5 others. Running freely with the ball in situations he shouldn't do that. Not realizing the blitz is coming on that play. Things like that. When they just allow Josh just to do what he wanted to do. And they called that back in the day of the elementary school, free recess. And that's where Josh is at. But the game was a good game. And everybody likes to play this game on Mondays after a loss. If this person would have played, if the weather wasn't this way, if the ref would have made that call, damn that.com. After that Tua injury, early in the year, Miami should have known right there, we got to get serious at the quarterback position. That's what you get. Oh, we want to go to the last play where it had to be an issue. He didn't know if it was a first down. Nobody could hear. He don't know who said that. Remember, week 3, we found out there was a huge Wi-Fi discrepancy in the NFL. So maybe the Wi-Fi got messed up. Maybe he was daydreaming because it looked like he was daydreaming. Watching that game, I'm like, what is the problem here? And what do we say, kids? Play calling. So even if you would have got the play off, it wouldn't have been a first down. Now you get to do the do-over, and that was the play call? You tell kids all the time throughout life, what? To have a backup plan. You tell people after college to get what? A backup plan. But you don't tell NFL coaches to get what? A backup plan. You put it one play in his head, one. Okay. The New York Football Giants and the Minnesota People Eaters, the Vikings. Daniel Jones is in the NFL records book for what he did. Daniel Jones, first quarterback ever in the playoffs. 300 yards passing, 2 rushing touchdowns, and over 70 yards rushing. Daniel Jones. Danny Dimes, as they call him. Going into this game, I had picked the Purple People Eaters of America. Shout out to my buddy Tyler in Perryville. Kurt, my favorite third cousin. I cannot blame him. He went 31-38. He had a higher quarterback efficiency than Daniel Jones. He did everything right except the last two plays, and that's not on him. Now, hence he should have called an audible. Should have called an audible. Bad play calls come in. If you're going to give me bad ingredients to make a dish, and I know them ingredients are going to make this shit taste awful, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You put Kirk, my favorite third cousin, in a very uncomfortable position. Very uncomfortable position. I was nervous the fact that everybody does not believe in Kirk when they're their only game to watch, meaning a national televised game. But the way that team played yesterday, utilizing the tight end, utilizing Justin Jefferson, utilizing Dalvin Cook, all that was going in the right direction until the play calling came into play. You tell players to be ready for that moment. Never know when your number is going to be called. In order to be ready, you got to stay ready. Why is this not applicable to the coaches in the NFL? Why are they not ready? Why are coaches not ready for that moment? You hear players say it all the time. I've been waiting on this moment my whole damn life. I want a coach to tell me that. Please, I want a coach out there somewhere to say, I've said that before. Prove it. It's always the players. You got people upstairs with a TV right there, with the rewind button, with a call sheet. They can't call the right play. I have a hard time believing that. I have a very hard time believing it. All the male and female athletes have to do to play professionally, that's a long journey. What are the coaches doing? Explain yourself. You can go across the board the past week in the NBA. What's been happening on the sideline? Players arguing with coaches. After these NFL games, what's been going on? Well, there seems to be some communication issue. How? There's sign language, there's chalkboards, there are hand signals, but you can't get that right play in. A hard time believing it. Next up, we got the Ravens in Cincinnati. That's one of those games, if you went to the bathroom and came out and you hear people yelling like, what happened? Again, I can't blame this on Huntley. This is a team, if you look at the body language of the Ravens sideline, the entire game, I'm talking about the coaches, not the players. They didn't want to win. They did not want to win. They don't want to answer no more questions about Lamar. So the best way to nip that in the bud is to what? Lose the game. I'm not saying it's a damn conspiracy theory. That's a proven fact. Looking at that game, there was not one motive of excitement in not one coach's face or body language. The play call. You got Dobbins back to acting a fool. Dobbins. Why do you have a playmaker if you're not going to use him? They wanted to lose the game because they don't want to talk about Lamar anymore. He wasn't at the game due to the fact he walks with a limp. Inflammation. He can't fly. Inflammation. You want to be on the sideline? Inflammation. He did what you're supposed to do. Keep your ass at home, keep that leg up, and let that swelling go down. But the Ravens gave that. When the Ravens start coming back, the cameraman pans the sideline. The coaches are panicking, not in excitement to win. They're panicking like, oh, fuck, we can't win this game. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Cincinnati now have the best game. As I said on Friday's show, I had questions about the offensive line. Prove me wrong. Joe Burrow did not have a great game at all, but they won the game. One defensive play changed the whole factor. Changed the whole complexity and the trajectory of the playoffs, I do believe. Now we're set up for the shootout next weekend. I don't know how much confidence I have in the winners of Cincinnati and the confidence I have in the Bills. That Bills defense, I'm questioning about the defense. They don't have that home run on defense to me yet. I think they're still searching for that out there, that home run factor on defense. Offensively, they have it together. If Josh doesn't do what? Play like he's having free recess. But it is what it is. Now, tonight, we have the game that may shut down the internet, depending on what region of the United States you live in. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a really fun game. The stats of Dak coming in this does not look good. The stats of the Bucs coming in this game does not look good. The Dallas Cowboys are the better team in this matchup, but we know both teams are starting off 0-0. So it's pretty much who takes advantage of the situation. There is no such thing as, well, Dak must play a perfect game. No. He has weapons, and those weapons need to be utilized early. You got T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. You got Pollard. There you go. And you got Parsons on defense. There you go. The three-headed monster right there. You let Zeke sprinkle on a little food every now and then. Dak, you put a little cheese on that motherfucker. You got a victory. But if you're going here trying to get fancy, trying to outthink the fans, stop trying to please the fans, and just play Dallas Cowboy football, Dallas can win this game. On the other side, you got T12, Terrific Tom, as he's called. He has more playoff victories than any teams in the playoffs. He has 38 wins in the playoffs. I think the closest team is 35. What? Tom Brady has the mentality of a winning formula. I bet his approach is like this. Guys, I know we had a horrible season. Horrible season. But things are clicking as we got to the end. People getting healthy. We're getting our scheme back. We're understanding things. Everything is coming together now. So trust me, everything will be fine. Let's keep the game real simple. Ball control, field of possession. I don't think Tom really trips off the time possession. And also utilizing the run game. T12 is going to throw maybe a pick six, but he's throwing an interception. Now, Fournette can hold on to the ball, but if there's an interception and a fumble, that's kind of hard to come over there right there. That's a hard hump to overcome right there. Now, if it's a pick and it's Brady's fault and they scored a pick six, he'll be okay with that. But if it goes in your hands and out, oh, he's throwing a tablet. He's throwing a tablet. I want to see a good competitive football game. At 31-29, Cowboys seem doable. I pretty much see like a 24-20 Situation Tampa Bay. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game. I'm picking Dallas to win this game tonight. Not like a beat down. I'm thinking this game, if played the right way, this could be the turning point in Dak's career. And he needs this. The past 4 years, this could really help Dak's ego out, his sportsmanship out, and his leadership skills even more better moving forward. And tomorrow will be 30 years since the last time the Cowboys won a playoff game on the road. You got to carry the 1 and the 2. I was 22 years old then. Damn! That a long time ago. But every time someone brings up how long something has been, it's been a minute since that, what happens? The sports guys get to listening. And next thing you know, we're caught up in a conundrum. What's up, Jimmy? What's going on, boss? Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Chris? What's going on? Appreciate it. But that's what I saw over this weekend in football. Seattle and the 49ers. First half play calling for Seattle was atrocious. Good season, Geno Smith. Chargers at Jacksonville. Should be some coaching changes made right away. That was just horrible. Good job, Trevor Lawrence. Miami at the Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Josh played recess, didn't hurt him. That Bills defense could do better. The New York Football Giants and Minnesota. The G-Men, I did not know Daniel Jones had that in him. He had that in him. Didn't see that. Didn't see it. Kirk, wasn't your fault. Wasn't your fault. And Mr. Purdy for the 49ers. Mr. Irrelevant, my ass. You are not relevant. You're relevant. And the Ravens in Cincinnati. Mr. Huntley and Mr. Dobbins, don't beat yourself up over this. Your coaching staff did not want Baltimore to win. So let it go. It happens. It happens in sports. And tonight, we got the Cowboys in Tampa Bay. We also got NBA all day in honor of Martin Luther King. As I said, what are you doing today to commemorate and celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King, his message and his journey and his path? What are you doing? Yourself, your parents, whole family, you guys doing anything? Put it out there, shout it out there. And as I said, I lost the bet on the national championship. So the bet I lost, I have to donate 1 hour of my time to my good buddy and your friend, Anthony. As we did an episode of Caught in the Moment with my buddy Brian and Anthony about 2 months ago. So I do believe that I owe him an hour of time of that. So I don't know if we're going to do it today or tomorrow, but if we do it today, I would definitely go live with it to let you guys know what we're going to discuss today. We may do it today in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King. Why not? It makes sense. Bringing people together. All right, we're going to get out of here. And as I told you, new sponsor alert. One on the bottom of the screen right there for you. You can reach out to them. Need some more information about them. Because it is that time of the year. It's tax season right now, guys. You know, and I'm looking out for you. Trying to make sure you do the right thing. Do the right thing. File them taxes. Get it done. Get it done. All right, here we go. Right there. There you go. You filed the unlimited way, 844-563-1040, or text the word cash now at 21000, or stop on by and visit them at 709 North Euclid. Read the bottom of the screen right there for you as well. It is up there for you for sure. There you go. The unlimited way to tax, unlimited taxes, and more. Appreciate it. All righty. All right, good people. We're going to get out of here and let you carry on and get on with your day and your work week. By the way, Your Honor, second season has started. First episode came on last night. Fire. I mean, it's pretty good. And thank you again for tuning in to Montez at Midday. Montez at Midday. We're going to talk to you. Yeah. Brought to you by, there you go, St. Louis Organics. Okay, kids, boys and girls and children of all ages. Until next time, we'll holler at you. We'll talk to you. Same time, same back channel. All righty. Until next time, peace. Montez at Midday. Montez at Midday.